On this Thursday, Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust alongside a smooth-looking Kyle Wallace. What's up, Kyle?
Well, I like that. Look at you just giving me all these compliments.
Well, that just means I'm setting you up for something later.
Oh, wow.
Brad Nortman, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl runner-up here with us as well. Bradley.
Benjamin.
Good day. Alex Strofer in the show. UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776. And on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Yes, Alex Strofe.
Alexander.
Since put up with a tummy ache.
That's not my name.
Jen, Gabe, and
Your name's
Chewy this morning, 7 and 9 for Strofe. A concert last night till God knows when. We're going to get the worst of him today.
No, I'm in good shape. I heard Brad Nortman say something about 10 minutes ago that everybody needs to hear.
What's that?
Brad said, you know, Strofe, I can't remember the last time I had a bad day.
Oh, wow.
I said that. I legitimately cannot remember the last time I had a bad day.
I can.
Okay. Well,
What a jerk.
It's been a long time ago then.
Was that the last time you had a bad day is when I bullied you on the air?
Yeah, probably. And even then.
What a life.
Even then, it was like, but that's like a workplace bad day. I had a good, like, at home, great day. Because Lexi's like, yeah, you get him.
Yeah.
I'm like, baby, you're the best.
And what about when your car
Get
didn't
him.
start?
You didn't get me for crap.
But even then, like, that's just like a little hiccup. I was still pretty joyful that day.
Do y'all still have your Christmas gifts from last year? Do you use them?
Christmas gifts.
Oh, yeah, I have my jumper cables.
Yeah.
Yep, I got them.
Oh, I don't even know where those are.
Kyle got those for us.
You're getting nothing this year. You're getting coal.
Kyle, you gave them Christmas gifts last year?
Last year, not this year.
Not this year.
Yeah,
Why
this
not?
year. Budget's tight this year. Bought a house.
But haven't
like
we
more
grown in our
expensive?
relationship?
No, we have. But, you know, I said, I do have a Christmas gift. Never mind.
Yeah,
I forgot.
you already gave it away.
I forgot.
And the jumper cables were put in my fiance's trunk.
Look at me making a difference
That's
in the
funny.
Nortman and Bruss household.
I put mine in Lexi's trunk.
Wow, look at me contributing to the beautiful women in y'all lives' life.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I have more concern about her being stranded than me.
Y'all didn't have them in their cars already? Why am I the biggest man in the house? I'm the man in the Nortman house of the estate and the man in the Bruss house now, huh?
Easy killer.
Me having
You're not-
ideas for them.
You may have yesterday, if you missed yesterday's show, may or may not have heard Kyle try and convince everyone on the station that he is a dictator and he runs the show of his household.
Bridget.
But poor Bridget got a tattoo with his girlfriend up north on a girls' trip, and she got dragged through the airwaves.
Have you heard
no
any
tattoo.
collateral from that?
No, my girl just laughed about poor Bridget. That's what she basically said. Bridget got, her name got put out there.
And so has Bridget
She doesn't know.
objected?
but-
Bridget,
Bonafide scrub.
you got
Oh, wow.
3 tattoos, 2 really big ones. If you're that Bridget, could be talking about you. And if you're dating a Bridget with 3 tattoos, we can talk about your girl.
Bonafide scrub.
This is we have a first and foremost though. Y'all better chill out with bonafide scrub on anybody in my loved one's life. And
sue your ass.
Yeah. And we did that during the 414 hour. This is now the 414 and the 608 262.
What's the Beaver Dam area code?
920 is
I
it?
think that's 920, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit different. It's a wider net in that area, so they may be hearing now. And if they do, we love you.
So, Strofe,
Bonafide scrub.
I feel as if you've had a bone to pick with me at the start of the show every single day this week. What's up with your obsession with me? Are you Jim Rutledge?
No,
Oh, wow.
but Jim Rutledge is obsessed with you and Brad Nortman recently.
Yeah, he has been.
You?
Yeah, he's been commenting a lot of my stuff on social media, the Hear Brad Out.
He's trying to use you for clout, huh?
I guess so. Trying to hang on to these this tailwind.
So anyway, it's not an obsession, it is an irritation. And sometimes when the bully bites, you got to bite back.
Ooh.
Bite me.
Well played. So today is actually let's rewind. Let's go back to yesterday. So yesterday, Ben asked Brad to go on a what would you say, an errand?
An excursion.
An errand
Yeah, a
for him?
run.
And what did he ask you for?
He said, Brad, you pass all these quick trips along the way. You should stop at them and try to find my favorite flavor of Zyn. And Zyn is a nicotine pouch, which is fine by me. But
Yeah, right.
I was like, okay.
not for you, but fine by you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Whatever you want to do.
However, it is for me. I am also a nicotine user, and Ben knows that. I use pouches as well. Different brand, but same idea. So today I was down here. So our office, we have an upstairs area, and the downstairs area is where our studios are. So often where I play and hang out is downstairs. Yes,
I'm glad you think of your workplaces where you play and hang out.
Yeah, I have the best job ever. I agree. So I went upstairs to go grab something, and Ben goes, "Hey, Strofe, what's up, dude? Went in your backpack, opened up a new tin of your nicotine." So that means he took the plastic wrap off.
Oh, wow.
Went
That's
into
very
it.
invasive.
And took a nicotine pouch right out of my backpack.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Without asking. I didn't even know I had any in there, first off.
You're welcome.
He's a scavenger.
He's a violator. That's what he is.
So he just completely invaded my personal belongings without permission and, just thought it was A-okay, all cool, all good, all calm, collected.
And this wasn't even like a borrowed situation. I mean, these things are, you use them and then they're gone. This isn't like, oh, let me just borrow it and give it back to you. That is gone forever. That singular item.
You got a problem with this, Kyle?
I have a huge problem with that. First and foremost, let's just lay the framework here of our friendship, relationship, whatever you want to call this workship that we have here.
Workship?
Do not go through. Well, if somebody's going through your stuff, it should be. Boundaries. Buddy, don't go through none of mine. Don't go through my backpack. Don't go through my drawers. Don't go through my closet. Don't touch anything I got over here. I'm just telling you this right now. That is a complete invasion of somebody's property, and then you basically stole. That's theft. He can technically call 911 and get you for theft.
You are such a Karen. Kyle the Karen.
Strofe, did you consent to him going through your stuff like a thief, a little 5-finger discount, and unwrapping up a pouch that you bought and taking one of them nicotine
that bad?
bags?
No, 800-990-3776. You guys are such babies.
It's invasion of privacy.
I'm thinking about what this would look like to me, invasion of Brad Nortman's privacy. Ben Brust is he's a consistent protein bar asker during the break.
He takes advantage.
He does. He says,
I haven't asked for one in 4 months.
It's been a while, but what if I just came back in here and Ben was rooting through my things, found a protein bar, and ate it without asking? I would say, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's how it's going to be, Mr. Ben Brooks.
Look at you. Whoa. That's how it's going to be. You know what had happened? In person, he'd be like, oh, that's cool. And then he went home, Lexi, can you believe what Ben did?
It's like
because none of you guys have the actual gumption to say something to my face. Meanwhile, Strofe waited to say something while he's literally in a different room, didn't say anything to my face.
How do you have no shame? How do you have no shame?
How do I have no shame?
You are the perpetrator, right? He's the victim. You're the one who put the act on him,
Kyle,
and you're just sitting here trying to blame him?
You know what that's called?
Gaslighting.
I'm being gaslit.
Yeah, that's exactly
Do you know what
happening.
this is? You having a lack of trust in what I thought was a trustworthy relationship. You want to go through my backpack? Fine. You want to come over and come in my house and have a sip of alcohol or some food? The fridge is yours.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask.
I just thought that we had that
No,
relationship.
even better, I'm just going to show up one night.
Do it.
At 2 a.m., I'm just going to walk in.
Just let me know so the dogs don't bark and wake up the baby.
No.
This
Oh, yeah,
proves
so
a lack
me
of
taking
trust.
a nicotine pouch is equal to you disrupting
You
the
don't know
sleep
what
of
he
my
was hiding
daughter.
inside that bag.
Oh, so this is what it's about. You were hiding something in the bag.
No, I'm just saying, you don't know. It's invasion of somebody's property.
Dave makes a good point already. I got your back, Benny. I thought KBN Nation was a family. Benny, you can come to my house and grab a beer without asking anytime.
I mean, even the police need a warrant before they go through a backpack.
Right.
Ben Brust is rooting through it with his own dirty hands.
It's thievery.
All right, what Kyle has done to the show is actually really sad. He has
made him
created
better.
so many boundaries because he doesn't consider us friends that now it is bouncing off onto all of us and making us these brash people that don't support each other and love each other.
This is a master class in deflection. That is exactly what he's doing. He's trying to deflect response. Don't listen to Ben Brust like Barry Alvarez said. Nobody cares what he thinks. He's trying to deflect it on other people. First it was about Strofe. Now he's trying to make it about me. And then he tried to say, oh, I haven't grabbed a candy bar in 4 months. Ben, just
Protein
take a
bar.
kind of I'm sorry. Protein
Don't you
bar.
put that on me.
Don't you say that Brad Nortman's eating candy bars during the show?
Accountability. Take accountability. Don't go through people's stuff. You're a thief. That's exactly that's
Do you have
stealing.
any contrition, any remorse?
Zero.
What?
And actually, when you leave this studio, I'm thinking about grabbing a protein bar to make a stance.
Dare.
I wouldn't dare. You guys,
Dare.
I actually, right now, if we weren't on the air, I would love to leave this show and just go, on the scene of The Office where Michael Scott and Dwight Schrute go over to the accounting department and then just start throwing their papers everywhere. I want to go do that to Kyle Wallace's office right now.
Well, now I wouldn't be picking it up. I'll go right into Greg Scalzo's office and say, Greg, you tell your boy to come pick my stuff up.
And you know what he'd say?
Right.
And you know what Greg would
Right to the
say?
principal's
Kyle,
office.
you're a damn man.
Nope.
Handle your own business.
He find out who Kyle the Karen is. Listen, everybody in this office, so we just let people go in people's offices and throw papers. So what if in your office I took this paper and threw it on the floor? I would call hell. Listen, if I got a problem, everybody gonna have a problem.
Yeah, and
That's
see,
what it is.
Kevin and Sheboygan
Tornado.
chimes in. In general, it's not okay to go through someone's stuff. However, as a former nicotine user who worked with others, it's common to share. Doing what Ben did isn't uncommon. Clearly, Ben and Strofe aren't good enough friends to share, and that is my problem here, because there are other friends that I share with that we have no problem doing that with.
This is an interesting question now. So similar to as Ben asks me all the time, or used to all the time for protein bars, maybe there was a comfort there. Have you guys ever shared before?
Yes, we've shared before, and it's not like he's never not given me one, so I didn't think that Mr. El Stiffo back there was going to throw a fit about his personal space being invaded. He opened up my pouch.
There's one thing if the pouch was sitting on the table and the desk in the open, but you rummaged through his bag to try to find it. That's the issue.
I have a great nose for these products because it was in the first zipper that I opened.
You got a nose for it.
How much would you turn it upside down if it wasn't in the first one? How many would you go in all the pockets?
I would have gone through that entire backpack, and if I didn't find anything, I would have said, "Hey, go to Walgreens. I'll pay for it."
That's why I told you don't buy it for him yet.
I sent you.
Look at him.
Again, this is ridiculous.
Why didn't you just go to Walgreens?
Because I didn't want to, and I knew you'd have some.
Yeah, you've asked me twice today now. Well, actually, you've only asked me once.
I got to stop at a gas station on the way back. I got Brad going to one in Delafield later today.
I ain't being
I asked
no
him for
runner.
Kyle for anything in life because he's clearly not a friend, someone I can rely upon for anything.
No, I know I was working with McGruff the crime dog over here sneaking through his bags.
McGruff the crime.
Be more like Brad.
I guess so.
Younger generation, what's mine is mine, what's yours is mine.
That's it is
That's a
Gen
shot
Z
at
energy.
you. Yeah, it is.
It's a shot at you. Damn. Why'd I read that one? Damn, Tim. Somebody have my back here. All right, fine. Strofe, never asking you for anything ever
Here we go.
again.
Extreme.
Yeah, here we go.
Extreme.
Yeah.
And you know that's not true.
Well, the funny thing is the amount of lunches I've bought you through the entirety of our relationship, and you're crying about me going through your backpack for a nicotine
when's the last
pouch.
time you bought me lunch?
You have
When's the last time you
you
bought
have
me
a
lunch?
girlfriend
When's the
now
last time
that
you bought
you
me
need
lunch?
to take care of. That you're living rent free off of, literally rent free, not paying rent.
You put your business
My
out there.
business out there. Yeah.
wow.
We've talked about. I'm done with you guys. I'm
Business
done
out
with this.
there. Wow.
All right, this is
She called you a
ridiculous.
freeloader. She called you a bum. He called you a scrub.
It's all out there now.
All because he went through your
squatter.
back. Yeah, all because he went through
This
your
is
backpack.
this is the furthest I've ever felt away from like our relationship actually being close. We are getting further and further away from each other, and as I try to get us closer
This
and
is
closer.
the
Who started
ultimate
that?
spin zone.
No,
of,
I just like
hey,
no. There should be.
what was
I think there should be no boundaries between us all. What's mine is yours. What's yours is mine for all four of us moving forward. That is how I'm going to live
and
my
is
life.
claiming we are separating one another.
We are.
That's the spin zone he sent us on.
You know, a simple sorry would have solved all of this.
I may have some narcissistic tendencies. Okay,
Oh, really?
Did it come out right there? Sure. Am I proud of it? Absolutely. 800-990-3776. I'm sick of you babies. It's a freaking nicotine pouch. You're throwing a fit like I stole $100 out of your backpack.
What you should have done is
Which
say,
I know
hey,
you don't have $100.
My next pack, I got you.
Boom,
Strofe.
roasted. No, this is ridiculous. I'm coming in the break to get another one, Strofe. Have it ready. We'll be back with more Kyle Brusty Nortman talking Packers and hang with you, KBN Nation. I love KBN Nation more than the three people in the room with me today, as we have now grown further apart than closer in the last year and 3 months. Sad day today. I'll bring us closer together today. That's my goal. Next.
This boy's dizzy.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
He now is off his rocker saying it. Well, if I played...
Choke artist. Choke artist, choke artist, choke artist. That's what you both are. Yeah, I said it. You both are choke artists.
Losers, choke artists.
That's what you are. You
frauds.
choked against
What else are
TCU.
we?
You choked against Oregon. You choked against Kentucky. You choked against Duke. I can keep going.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. It's a potential playoff preview on Sunday night in Seattle.
Going to Seattle is always a chore. I mean, that is a tough place to play. I think they got a lot of talented players.
A primetime Green Bay game day happens Sunday ahead of the Green and Gold taking on the Seahawks. Presented by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Join Alex Strofe, Gabe Neitzel, ESPN legend John Anderson, and future Green and Gold Hall of Famer Brian Balaga. Sunday starting at 4 p.m. right here on 94.5 ESPN and at ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube page.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Bengo made his list and checked it twice. Turns out Bucs fans are really nice. Slay the holidays with a limited time ticket offer that will land you at the top of Bengo's nice list. Score gifts for the Bucs fans in your life and treat yourself too. Holiday packages feature ticket codes to redeem now or use later, exclusive Bucs holiday items, and an e-gift card that can be used to eat, drink, and be merry at Pfizer Forum. Explore options at bucks.com/deal season.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde, and I have the perfect gift idea for you. A custom holiday gift box filled with all your Kringle favorites from Racine Danish Kringles. There's no wrapping needed, and this season you can try their newest holiday pastry, Eggnog Kringle, created to bring festive cheer to your celebration. Filled with rich, creamy eggnog and topped with sweet icing and a sprinkle of cinnamon, it's perfect for sharing with loved ones. Go to Kringle.com to order or call 800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles, it's not just a treat, it's a tradition.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at 28 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that was voted Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
The Packers preparing for a trip to the Pacific Northwest to take on the NFC West leading Seattle Seahawks. Green Bay's won 5 of the last 6 games in the series, but haven't won in Seattle since 2008. Head coach Matt LaFleur expects a playoff-like atmosphere this weekend.
It should be an electric environment. It's going to be important for us to make sure that we can control the things that we're totally in control of, and we've got to make sure that we're just on top of all the little details in order for us to go out there and perform at a high level.
It's the Packers and Seahawks Sunday night from Lumen Field. Kickoff is at 7:20.
This has been your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank.
First time building your own nest? Call Tri-City. We'll do the rest. Our hometown lenders will put you at ease. Your home building process will be a breeze. Tri-City National Bank. Equal housing lender. NMLS 433891.
It's WTMJ's Brandon Snide for Wisconsin Harley-Davidson. The holiday season is here, and Wisconsin Harley-Davidson has you covered. Now through December 28th, when you purchase any new Harley-Davidson motorcycle, you'll receive a shopping spree. See sales associate for details, only valid on new bike purchases. December is full of shopping treats. Follow Wisconsin Harley-Davidson's Facebook page and Instagram for more details, and be sure to check out WISHD.com. Wisconsin Harley-Davidson, your destination dealer.
Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee. You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
800-990-3776. I realize that I don't have a lot of people on my side in going into Alex Strofe backpack to take some nicotine. But Chris M chimes in, Ben, it's not about what you took, it's the invasion of privacy. You are blowing this way out of proportion and are 100% wrong. Sure, maybe I am, but I still stand by my actions.
I got something here. I think, and Strofe, I'm not typically team Strofe with this, but I feel like if somebody invaded my space, went into my backpack, and thought that's how strong our bond was, that would automatically put me on the waiting list. What do you think?
It's a great point.
Shouldn't that automatically? I mean, if you could go in his bag just like that, because y'all that close
For the wedding?
To the wedding, yeah, that should already be on the wedding
Great
list.
point.
If you could steal from
Work
him.
friends versus wedding friends is very different.
Oh wow!
Oh, boy.
So
There's a
stealing
reason why I didn't wish him happy birthday or show up to his party.
Ben is much more like Kyle than he thought he was.
Welcome.
That's what I said. It's
the
his
moment-
fault. He's been putting this energy out for the last year and 2 months.
Now you're blaming
You know
me.
what, Ben? You're right. It's Kyle's fault.
Thank you. I'm just trying to get us back together into hating Kyle.
You're invited to his wedding now.
So we are about 90 subscribers on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, away from 6K. I believe we're there at Madison already. So let's get there. Let's get there
We're
on
losing
ESPN
to
Milwaukee.
Madison?
Yeah, not for long.
What do you mean we're losing?
YouTube.
We're both of them.
We are on both stations,
We are
buddy.
on both stations, but I'm based out of Milwaukee.
Yeah, but you're thinking about it the wrong way.
ESPN Wisconsin.
Maybe you're the problem.
No, I love Madison. I want to go up
I
there.
love Madison.
I know I do. I told y'all. Let's go up there. Let's rock it, baby.
I'm going to be there tomorrow. You want to come with me?
I got something to do, but I want to go there soon.
On YouTube, you can also see that Alex Strofe, who was at a concert late last night, has put some eye patches to help relieve the bags under his eyes. I was up late, so I have some patches. Brad and Kyle look normal. And I don't think anyone's going to take me seriously as I talk about this, as it's Kyle Bruston Nortman, 800-990-3776. Subscribe on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. As K-Walk chimes in, 800-990-3776. We had a guy at my job always ask for cigarettes from somebody, so he took it upon himself one day to take a cigarette out of that guy's lunchbox.
Oh, that's too
He ended up getting caught and fired, LOL.
Oh, wow. Is it a fireable offense?
I get them cigarettes, yeah.
Don't send this to
Go ahead, send it up to her.
Should I send it to HR?
Go ahead,
See how they handle it?
Actually, don't send it to HR because I don't know.
No, I don't want to go through all that.
Yeah, because then.
What if I just send it to Scalzo?
He'll elevate it. He's a boss now.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't want them to escalate to become a whole thing and asking why people are having nicotine pouches in their router.
All right, as we move on here, I mean, goodness gracious, isn't that big of a deal? Way to go, K-Walk.
Nice job, K-Walk. Way to put a bow on that.
Yeah, now our hearts are going to be beating through our chest. I'm joking.
Email from HR.
Strofe, can you just go on record saying you're okay with it?
Why'd you wink?
I don't know why I winked. Because this isn't a winking matter. Go on record and say, my official statement is it was all fun and games. And
my official statement is I think Ben Brush should be relieved of his duties.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Ben, you're trying to apply pressure to him. You're trying to force a testimony.
Yeah, that gets you
watch
in
enough.
trouble.
You don't watch enough SVU to know that gets thrown out.
We're not
coercion.
We're not actually doing any of this. This was all like a skit. Good job, guys. Proud of us.
I am going to be drafting an email to HR, and I will read it at the end of the segment.
800-990-3776. I don't know how someone's going to take me serious with these bag things on my eyes.
What are these?
They help relieve the inflammation below your eyes if you don't get a lot of sleep. But what I've come to realize is I think this season for the Green Bay Packers has been boring as hell.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's coming off the heels of what was an amazing, and I mean an amazing, electric, exciting 2023 for the Green Bay Packers. First game of the year against who? The Chicago Bears. Jordan Love arrived. They beat the Bears. Matt LaFleur stays undefeated. Fun. Was it Falcons next game? Falcons. Up all game, fourth quarter. Jordan Love forgets how to snap the football on a hard count in which he fumbled on a QB
Only when that
sneak.
move, yeah.
And then game 3, the Saints, Demario Davis, a longtime NFL linebacker, got juked out of his shoes by Jordan Love. They proceed to lose a bunch of games. We proceed to lose faith in what Jordan Love is as a quarterback. Then Pittsburgh happens. They still lose, but that is the game in which he turned the corner. 10 straight games of electric play from Jordan Love. They run the table. They make the playoffs as the youngest team in the NFL. They then win a game as the first team ever to win a 7 seed as a wild card team. And then they have an electric game against the Niners in which it did not end up going in the Packers' favor. This season has been so blah. I mean, like, as I think of this team, no one knows if they're good. No one knows if they're bad. No one knows if they're not bad, but they're not great. They're good. They haven't beat anyone good. Like, we have more questions than answers, and it's week what? 14? 13?
15. No,
Is that
14.
14. It's week 14, and like by week 14,
It's week 15.
by week 15, exactly my point is. I feel like each year that you've been a Packer fan, you could probably tell me that you've had a better feel for a team than you have for the feel that this team has had.
I mean, overall, when I think about this Green Bay Packers,
boring.
No, there was a point where I felt like it was boring because the Packers they were winning football games that it just didn't seem super exciting. But I think it kind of revved up a little bit over late, especially seeing the emergence of a Josh Jacobs starting to really run the ball well. I'm not going to sit here and say the season was boring. When I go back and I reflect on the game against the Eagles, though we lost that football game, there still was an exciting end to the football game. You look at the fact that you had to win without Jordan Love, where Malik Willis came in and won those 2 football games. That was fun to see. Who wasn't fun to see? The Packers have 8 sacks against the Tennessee Titans and watch Malik Willis go back down to Tennessee and win those football games. Close losses, blowouts of the Cardinals. Like, overall, to me, it has been a great season, and I do know that this football team is good. See, I'm not going to take any of that slander that we're not going to look at the body of work that the Packers have had and said that they aren't a good football team. They were able to find a way to beat the Bears, which was exciting, a very exhilarating end, and ended in the right way for us. They were able to beat up on the 49ers that we were anticipating for that matchup going into the season, and then they were able to eat dolphin meat on Thanksgiving Day. And so overall, when I look at this football team, I know they're a good football team because they can beat average to below average football teams, and then they compete with very, very good football teams. So the Green Bay Packers aren't great, but they're a very good football team this year.
I don't know. I'm closer to Ben on this one. If this was a movie, last season in 2023, that would have been like an M. Night Shyamalan movie, right? Like a Christopher Nolan, where it's like you think you know what's going on, pivot, something else happens. I mean, they literally they had games that were exciting. You beat the Kansas City Chiefs and the Lions. Oh my gosh, hi!
And somebody just chimed in, Brad. Tommy DeVito beat them last year.
And then you lose to Tommy DeVito in a perfect game of Baker Mayfield at Lambeau Field. But then you need to win games. You go ahead and win those games. It was twists and turns and drama and unexpected, exciting every single week. This season, this is like a movie that just kind of like fits a normal script, and you go to it and you walk out of the theater and you're probably like, you know what? I probably just could have just rented that at home. I didn't need to see that in theaters. It lacks drama.
Wow.
It lacks the ups and downs that makes the NFL season good. Now it's a good movie, right? 9 wins, 4 losses, going to the playoffs. Like that's a good movie.
Yeah.
But it lacks.
It's not a rewatchable.
Yeah, it's not a rewatchable.
See, I
It's
don't
like,
have the.
there's no game I want to go back and relive. It's just like it's pretty standard. It lacks drama and it's good, but you're left with all these questions and not as many memorable moments as 2023.
See,
not by a long shot.
Last year was too emotionally fatiguing for me, and so
Wasn't that fun?
it was fun, but it was a roller coaster ride. I appreciate this season that the Green Bay Packers had expectations, and overall they're living up to those expectations because they're winning a lot of football games. And I'm happy I don't have to be so emotionally drained come on Monday. You guys are like, oh, Kyle, you're in a good mood. Yeah,
no, I'm not going to lie. I miss emotional Kyle. It brings more fun to the show when you're a crying baby.
I don't miss being emotional. Y'all understand that this is not a gimmick. I'm not coming. Y'all think that this is a game? Like I just be, I'm happy on Sunday. The Packers lost. Let me come to work and act. No, that is legit. I don't like that. I don't like having my Sunday ruined.
I do.
I don't.
I get joy because like no one's gonna have a perfect season, so I kind of look forward to like when Kyle's going to come to the show grumpy.
No, don't like it. I don't like having to take walks after football games to walk off steam. I don't like taking naps after football games in order to sleep
show
away
me your
my
body.
soul.
You might need more losses to get some walks in. 800-990-3776. Doug in Kenosha. If the Packers season was a movie, how would you describe it?
I would describe it as the movie Shaving Ryan's Privates.
Okay, I don't know what to do there. Saving Private Ryan is the movie.
But I guess the off-brand version.
Okay, I see what he's doing there.
Honestly, it sounded like an X-rated movie.
Yeah,
I don't think this is
that sounds
X-rated.
That sounds more exciting than this season.
You're nasty.
Oh, man.
That was something.
That sure was. Thank you, Doug in Kenosha. I wonder if our guy in the desert, MK in the desert, who's like a film critic, can help us figure out what this season has been like from a movie perspective for the Packers. Because to me, this feels like a drama that I was set up to enjoy, and I'm kind of bored and just like...
Yeah, it has the, you acquired the big actors of Xavier McKinney and Josh Jacobs, and you've already got the up and rising actor of Matt LaFleur, good director of Matt LaFleur, and Jordan Love. So I don't know. It's a movie that's like, it's a good plot. The studios are going to accept it. It's going to hit the theaters. It's going to be profitable. But it's not like I need to go home and watch that movie again.
You guys are crazy.
Cycle.
A movie has the ups and the downs. You had the main character in this movie, in Jordan Love, end up getting hurt. He's out. So you had something where it's
that's boring.
What do you mean that's boring? When the main character's out and then somebody comes saves the day and then the main character comes back and he has ups and downs and struggles. He throws interceptions game after game after game.
Would have been the memorable scenes of this movie. Would have been the really moments of this season where you're like, that was an unbelievable moment.
The block field goal was an unbelievable moment. I think the whole moment of the Packers.
But the story getting to the block field goal isn't one where you're inspired, right? Like you're coming off of a bye,
Bears team,
playing a horrible Bears team that imploded after that game. Moving forward, their coach got fired. It would be more fun if the story for the Packers was they were the reason why the coach got fired. Instead, they're like a small part in 10% of the reason.
Y'all like drama. That's the problem. Y'all won't use
You like drama. You watch 90 Day Fiancé.
And that gets me my fix. You all are missing and reminiscing on the times of Aaron Rodgers and the Packers having some type of struggle, or him doing the championship belt, or him saying RELAX. Y'all missed the drama that came along with Mr. Rodgers. That was the problem.
I don't think you're right on that, but maybe the story's still unwritten. Maybe the movie hasn't hit the climax yet. And we're waiting for the climax to hit.
It's like one of those movies that just kind of builds. It's slow, and then bam! I was going to say a movie. We don't want the movie to be like this one. It's like Titanic, where it's like, it's kind of a slow love story, and then bang! Action. Wild. Shocking.
But I don't like that.
Brad, I don't like that one.
That's why I paused.
I don't want the Packers season to end in an instance, out of nowhere. Heartbreak. That's it. It's
Bad
over.
example, KBN Nation. Hand in the air.
Somebody figure out what the best ending of the Packers season would be from a movie perspective.
Like what movie that'd be equivalent to? I'm trying to think of what movie that would be.
You know, the best movie it would be is the Marvel movie, not Age of Ultron. What's the last one with the guy with the fist with the gauntlet, right?
Yeah, Infinity War.
Endgame, where the endgame is the Packers taking on the Chiefs, and they snatch all those stones out the arm and the hand of Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes.
And then when they take that final knee to win the Super Bowl, it's the snap of the finger.
A new dynasty has been born.
Powerful.
That is powerful.
I like that, Kyle. Very good.
I hope it happens.
800-990-3776. That's the ESPN Wisconsin Talk and Text line. Less than 50 subscribers away on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Make sure you go to YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee to be the person who is the 6,000th subscriber. If you are that person, maybe we'll send you a selfie. You just got to screenshot it and send it in, and we'll
selfie.
Yeah, you want a selfie? You want a selfie? Who wants a selfie?
Be the 6,000th subscriber. Maybe we'll send you a selfie.
Well, I can't send them money. That's illegal, isn't it?
I think so. I think that's
without
bribery.
contest rules and different things like that. That's not something I would do. I wouldn't be part of that.
Yeah. Well, 800-990-3776. Chime into the show. And rate becoming relevant, which is coming up next. Also, over-under, I'm sure the royal family of Franklin is sitting around waiting. But quickly, Dawson and Waukesha, you got a movie comp to the Packers season thus far. What do you got?
Hey, I would compare the season to the 90s Dennis the Menace movie.
Dennis the Menace.
Things are, oldie but a goodie. One of my favorites as a kid. But, it starts out all jolly and good, and then Mr. Wilson gets his gold stolen by that robber.
Mm-hmm.
And Dennis goes on a mission to go get it back. And, I kind of analyze it as the gold we got stolen by Detroit 2 in a row, so that division's gone pretty much. But we can still get Minnesota, and we can still dominate the Bears at the end of the year. And it'll be a happy story where the gold comes back to us, and hopefully get things in the playoffs and return to glory.
Dawson, your inner kid just made a great movie comp.
Well done.
Great job. You definitely have a healthy relationship with yourself. to pull the inner kid and to bring it out to the Packers
What
season.
the hell's going on with you?
You're so weird.
What was that?
What is this mask doing?
What's going on with you?
Subscribe on YouTube, be the 6,000 subscriber at ESPN Milwaukee, and I'll send you a selfie.
You offered to send people selfies, and then you said, you must have a healthy relationship.
He offered. Wait a minute. He offered to send people selfies right after we had a caller talking about saving Ryan's private. So I don't really like where this is going.
Becoming relevant with a concert going, Jen, Gabe, and Chewy hosting, Alex Strofe coming up next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
He was the lead in the girls softball movie, the Bernstein Bears. What's it called?
800
what?
Tom Hanks,
that movie. There's no crying in baseball. What was it?
That was A League of Their Own.
Not Bad News Bears.
The Bernstein Bears, like the book.
Bernstein Bears. Bro, you're done.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Hey guys, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Gabe Neitzel here to give you some advice. If you're making plans to propose to that special someone in your life, the Jewelry Center has to be your stop for the ring. It's what I did. They're the best place to shop for diamond engagement rings in Milwaukee for a reason. I didn't know what to get, but with help of a Pinterest board, the Jewelry Center and their team of specialists took care of everything from start to finish. Naturally mined diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, whatever you're in the market for, when it comes to an engagement ring, the Jewelry Center has it. Find locations and inventory online at shoptjc.com.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Brighten up your home, workplace, or event with flowers and trust Welke's Milwaukee Florist to be your local florist. Welke's is family-owned and has delivered beauty for customers and businesses for well over 100 years. Join Welke's Flower subscription so your home is always fresh, or discover the benefits of creating a corporate account and leave the work to them. Welke's Milwaukee Florist has locations in Elm Grove and at 56th and North in Milwaukee. Go to Welkes.com, that's WELKES.com for more info and to place an order.
At Grunberg Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Grunberg Law Offices today. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
Stay up to date on the green and gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Give the gift of a special night out from the Bartolotta Restaurants. Purchase a gift card at bartolottas.com and get a $20 holiday bonus for every $100 you spend. Happy holidays from all of us at the Bartolotta Restaurants. And thank you, Milwaukee.
This holiday season, the Salvation Army needs your help. Bell ringers are working hard, and our service depends on generous donations like yours. Every dollar donated helps us provide meals, shelter, and emergency support to families in crisis, not just at Christmas, but all year long. From immediate need to long-term care, your donation can create lasting change in our communities. Join us in making a difference. Volunteer as a bell ringer or donate today. Visit SalvationArmyWI.org to learn how you can help.
Ho, 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 ho.
Year-end savings are here at Land Rover Waukesha. Unwrap a truly unique luxury SUV this holiday season. The new Range Rover Velar provides power, performance, sporting luxury, and all the latest technology. Get 3.9% special APR financing for up to 72 months only on a new 2025 Range Rover Velar at Land Rover Waukesha. 3.9% APR for 72 months. A deal so nice, even Santa will want in. Get your mittens on the most luxurious ride this holiday season. LandRoverWaukesha.com.
This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
50-ish subscribers away at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. If you're number 6,000, you get a selfie. Woohoo! You can also watch us on YouTube at ESPN Madison. It's Kyle Bruston-Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. We go to our producer, Alex Stroh, for Becoming Relevant.
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant, it's time to become relevant. Stroph's time to shine on KBN starts now.
We talked about it a bit yesterday, fellas, but it is officially official. Bill Belichick introduced as the head coach at UNC today. We've slept on it. We've thought about it. I still can't believe it's real as my eye thing is falling off my face.
It looks like your skin is melting. It looks like someone in a horror movie whose skin is being melting off.
He's so bony and skinny, it can't find anything to grasp on.
So true.
Do we feel any differently than we did yesterday?
No, I was right. I nailed this. Brad was like, I don't get it. This is like him going to Creighton if this was Phil Jackson.
It is.
No, it's not. He's making $10 million a year to do what he loves. He loves coaching. He doesn't want to, he's been fun for me to watch on the Manning Cast, but he doesn't care if I think that he's fun to watch on TV. His passions will lead him to where he wants to go, and coaching to him does not feel like work. I am all in on Bill Belichick showing these Gen Zs and Gen Alphas how to be real football players.
Nah, see, I still don't understand it. I mean, this is the guy who is the preeminent coach of NFL. And look, if he has a true desire to become one of the few coaches ever to win a national championship and for him multiple Super Bowls, I'd say go for it. I don't see how that happens with UNC, maybe with his coaching and a bunch of NIL money. But yeah, this is like me playing in the NFL and then
no, it's not.
And then going
Do
to play
not
in the
compare
CFL.
yourself in a situation
This is
to
like the CFL.
Bill Belichick.
Yeah, me and Bill Belichick, same guy.
Well, overall, I think this is just his final act, his last act, something he wanted to do and try. I believe he got his start coaching in college football as well back in the day. So, final act for the guy, and he'll ride off in the sunset whether they win or lose. He'll have a chance to dictate what the future is. He'll hand the ball off to his son and move on. He'll probably be there 3-4 years.
Will his record in college be over 500?
Yes. Yeah, they play too many cupcakes. ACC's not that strong currently right now, with Florida State being down at least this season. Okay. So I definitely see him he's going to do fine.
SMU.
National championship.
Telling me if SMU can make it, that
why are you saying it like that?
Bill Belichick can't?
Southern Millionaires University.
I don't
big
know
money.
how he's going to connect with these Gen Zers. I really don't. He's going to be hard on them. They're going to be like, forget this.
He's going to be asking this girl. So
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Dance they're doing.
He won't have anything to do with recruiting, but I bet his only thing will be is the way he develops talent is he doesn't, especially at that level, he can make somebody old school wise that if they don't have the biggest amount of money, his coaching can overcome what the player's abilities are.
I'm not saying it's player abilities. I'm saying when you're in the NFL, you're locked into a contract and you're trying to make more money. These kids are locked into nothing. They will go find more money.
You don't think that it's a good asset to have Bill Belichick on your side?
He's not Nick Saban in college football.
It's not his.
No.
It's not his mind. It's his demeanor. He needs to change to be a little bit more conducive with these kids. He can't go scorched earth on them like he did in the NFL.
You're soft.
I'm not soft. I'm saying he's going to have a hard time doing it. I'd rather them be harder on these kids.
And Nick Saban,
but they have all the power.
And the thing is Alabama, Kentucky, they invest in Kentucky basketball, Alabama football. North Carolina invests probably in basketball. It's all about facilities, right? It's all about the luxury things that you can have. I don't know what North Carolina football facilities look like, but I know for dang sure they're probably not in the top 10 of the greatest facilities you can work with.
That's exactly what Bill Belichick wants in one of his hoodies that are cut off. He doesn't need the nicest things.
You
He
guys-
just needs guys who want to play
Did you
hard.
guys see the athletic director rocking a suit coat with cut-off sleeves?
I did see a picture.
He
of that.
did not.
He sure did.
He sure did. It was pretty
That's
awesome.
buy-in.
Let's stick in college football. I haven't asked you guys about the Heisman race, I've realized. It's really down to two. It's
No, it's down to nobody. It's Travis Hunter.
or Ashton Jeanty from Boise State.
I was just at Pato Sportsbook. Travis Hunter's odds are minus 3,400 to win 100.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's winning it. It's done.
I don't like it.
Next topic.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either. Ashton, that boy is good.
He's really good.
If you just watch if you have not watched Ashton Jeanty of Boise State highlights, or when you finally get a chance to watch him on the main stage in the college football playoffs, when they have a bye week in the first one, right?
They do.
Sure do.
Y'all gonna say, "Oh, this boy good. He is legit."
I want to see Jeanty win it, but it's hard to argue against Travis Hunter, who's like one of the best players in the country on both sides of the ball.
When's
Like,
Colorado playing in the college football playoff?
Oh, Boise
Great. You
State
wanna do
played
the
in a
schedule
even
thing?
worse conference, even though they almost beat Oregon.
So you're saying is that a qualifier that you need to be a top 10 team in the country to be a Heisman?
Name the last Heisman winner that wasn't.
Yeah, but we've also never seen anybody win a Heisman doing what he's done in this era of football.
Is Desmond Howard the only person did he go both ways? He did,
He
right?
did go both ways, yep.
But was he-
Charles Woodson, Charles Woodson is the guy who went both ways. And he won a Heisman.
I don't know. I wasn't alive, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think you were alive. Were you alive in '98? I think
I
that
was born in 98.
Yeah, yeah, it was after. I think it was. Yeah, it was '98.
It was 98, yeah.
Well, yeah. I shout out to Travis Hunter, though. He's a tremendous athlete.
Yeah, I'm pro it.
What's he going to do in the league? He's going to have to pick one, right?
He's going to be a corner.
He'll be a corner.
He's too good at corner not to be a corner.
Yeah.
He's a better corner than wide receiver.
But he can ball out.
Oh, but he's top 10 in the country.
I get it, but again, with Shador in that conference, they're good together.
No, he'll do both though. He'll for sure have snaps on offense. He's too good not to have him on offense for
Gadget guy, got 10 snaps a game.
I hope it translates
100%.
for him because he is really fun to watch.
It would be an awesome story, and honestly, you could show that hey, as a young kid, if you want to be on both sides of the ball, hey, that's motivating. I want to be like Travis Hunter.
So do I, Ben. I also want to be like Travis Hunter.
Do y'all realize this kid Ashton Jeanty? He's so ridiculous.
All right, I'm done with Ashton Jeanty on Boise State.
He is
good
a stud,
season.
dude.
I've watched him
5 200-yard games.
He's a stud.
Okay,
267 in the game on 20 carries.
Melvin Gordon didn't win a Heisman. He put up 300-plus yards in 3 quarters.
Who did he lose to, Mariota?
Melvin Gordon, he's like 7.9 yards
per carry.
Think about that. 8 yards a carry his whole career.
Yeah, he was
So
amazing.
forget this Ashton Jeanty talk.
Ridiculous.
Melvin got robbed. Former ESPN Madison intern, might I add. Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. Don't cool our guy. Alex Strofe running the show. Is new. Is he going to do it again? It's time for over-under. Caller 16 and 19. Caller 16, you're going to get a category from Alex Strofe. You're going to say over or under if you believe, based off that line, if we are going to go over or under that said category, as Brad, myself, Kyle team up to get as many guesses and as right answers as possible. Winner's going to win $50 or $50 gift card, rather. 800-990-3776. 800-990-ESPN. Caller 16. Caller 19. Over or under for a $50 gift card. 800-990-3776. Over under next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Oh, no, not Coach Booty. People said yes. Good riddance. He didn't do enough.
Not Coach Bud, but Coach Booty.
They call him Booty, Bud? Did
they call him
Coach
Booty?
Bud. You know when I said Booty.
Only his friends call him
when
Booty.
I said
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is hosting their first ever tournament with $750 in cash prizes available. Hey ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellerson, and Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center invites you to play in a 2-man scramble at Whistling Straits, all from their comfortable golf simulators. Grab a friend and sign up today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. The tournament costs $120 per pairing and is happening now through December 31st. Your winter chance to play Whistling Straits awaits. WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Did you know that military veterans in Wisconsin carry millions of dollars in debt? This holiday season, it's time to give back to those who have given so much. Verizon and the Milwaukee Bucks are teaming up with Forgive Co. to make a difference with the Verizon Debt Relief Program. All December long, Verizon and Forgive Co. will relieve $250,000 of debt each week to ease the burden on local heroes. To find out how military veterans and members can receive special Verizon offers, visit verizon.com/military. Let's bring the spirit of giving to those who served.
Oh, my back.
Santa?
Gina Dello from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Santa's doing OT.
Let me make a call.
Frighteningly fast Pella team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
I know. Ask for a Pella gift card. Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get as low as $19 per window and $81 per patio door per month.
PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 12/31/2024.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's original craft vodka. In 1995, Tito Beveridge built his very own distillery and put his life savings into it. Since then, he's won the unanimous Judge's Choice double gold medal at the World Spirits Competition, the Chairman's Trophy for World's Best Vodka Tonic, and many others. Tito's Handmade Vodka is still made on the same land where he started it, all in Austin, Texas. Distilled from corn and gluten-free. Visit us at Tito'sVodka.com for recipes, videos, and more. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack. It is bowl season. Are you ready to make some money? Get our bowl analysis sheet. It's a predicted final score on every single bowl game this year, included in all packages that go at least to the national championship game. Go to FatJackSports.com and for less than $100 a week, build profit betting on sports. Basketball wins again last week. Soccer is having a huge year, and football is going to have a huge bowl season. Go to FatJackSports.com, sign up today, and win heading into 2025 at FatJackSports.com.
Kringle, all I want for Christmas is you.
Dad!
What?
We talked about this. Yeah, your jingle for your Kringle entry last year was so lame that Racine Danish Kringle banned you from their contest.
I thought it was only a one holiday season ban.
It was a lifetime ban.
Well, I guess I'm out, but here's how you can enter our ESPN Wisconsin Racine Danish Kringle Jingle for Your Kringle contest on Wilde and Tausch. Submit your own original jingle to ESPNWisconsinContest.com. Then we'll pick the most creative songs, and our grand prize winner will get Kringle for a year. Make sure you include Racine Danish Kringle. It's not just a treat, it's a tradition in your jingle. If you don't want to sing, but you still want to celebrate the holidays with Racine Danish Kringle, call 800-4DANISH or visit Kringle.com and order their all-new Eggnog Holiday Kringle.
Racine Danish Kringle, such a tasty, yummy treat with a flaky crust and sweet icing. It's the best thing you can eat.
Oh, like that's so much better than mine.
Well, at least we're not off key.
Are you looking for a way to make an impact this holiday season? Donate to Life Navigators Soap Suds Drive. It's simple. Your donation of body wash, hand soap, lotion, or laundry pods will help local kids and adults with disabilities stay safe, happy, and healthy all year. Please consider donating this holiday season to the Life Navigators Soap Suds Drive. Learn more on how you can donate at lifenavigators.org. Life Navigators has been your disability partner for 75 years. Learn more at lifenavigators.org.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ain't it fun? Living in the real world. Ain't it good? Being all alone.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman with you, KBN Nation. As it's time for one of our favorite segments, Over Under.
Will the guys hit the over or will they disappoint? It's time for Over Under on Kyle Brust and Nortman.
It is Over Under on Kyle Brust and Nortman, where we toss it over to Alex Strofes for the rules and the contestants.
Who's in charge of
We'll
running
get
the
there,
list?
Kyle. Relax. We'll get there. You got to hear the topic first.
I know, right? Over Brad, you hear what he's over here doing?
Yeah, geez.
Kyle, we cooked last week on the fantasy.
Caller 16 was our guy, Dorf in Cottage Grove. He believes in you guys today. He's on the over.
Bad boy, Dorf.
And on the under today is Don in Sun Prairie. So the Madison area representing today. Dorf and Cottage Grove on the over. Don in Sun Prairie. Don, the drummer in Sun Prairie, on the under. Intern Will Cook this week.
Ooh.
Always outsourcing work.
Hey, work smarter, not harder, right, Benny? You're a fan of that. I am looking for the top 10 states with the most active NFL players based on the player's hometown. So the top 10 states with the most active NFL players. I have set the over-under at 7.5. Okay? Now, who will be our final answerer?
I don't want this one.
I'll take this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you have it. Your time starts in 3, 2, 1.
Florida.
Okay, Florida final answer.
Yep.
Florida is number 3.
Okay, cool. We got it.
Players.
Texas final answer.
Yeah, that's number 2.
California final answer.
Yep.
There's number 1. 259 and 251 respectively.
Pennsylvania final answer.
For sure, Pennsylvania.
Number 10, 78.
Yeah, easy on that for sure. I was going to say I like Ohio.
Ohio final answer.
Ohio number 5, 106.
All right, so we knocked out the easy ones.
You've got 5
Easy ones. Pennsylvania was number 10. We're missing number 4.
It was 10.
Yeah, Georgia should maybe on that because them Southern boys.
Why?
I don't know about
Southern boys.
New York because there's so many different. It's a big
boroughs
state.
and state.
Yeah, so New York should be
I mean,
on that
based
list.
off population size,
Yeah,
it has to.
You'd think New York would be up there.
Illinois probably has some boys as well out of Chicago and then from the other areas to find some success.
Why don't you do New York?
Let's do a New York final answer.
2 minutes.
Okay.
That's a shock.
Incorrect.
So,
maybe think warmer climates for a second here.
yeah.
What about like Oklahoma? I know it's smaller population.
Too small.
You kind of
small.
grab from Texas.
I feel like Georgia.
I like
would be one.
Georgia.
I like Georgia.
How many do we have to get right?
8.
Oh, damn.
8.
You've got 5.
5.
Georgia final answer.
Yeah, Georgia's number 4, 200 flat.
Maybe there's more in the South.
So I don't think Arizona.
Like
North Carolina.
You think North Carolina?
Yeah, there's a lot to come out of North Carolina.
Are y'all sure?
Probably more North Carolina than Tennessee.
Tennessee, Mississippi.
I like North Carolina a
Alabama.
lot. Brad was there too.
Yeah, I mean Charlotte. Wilmington.
It's 2 out of 3. So if y'all want to be North Carolina, then we got to figure it out. So y'all keep it North Carolina final answer.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah, that's
good
right.
job,
That's Paul.
fellas.
Number 7.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3.
You need one more.
6, 7.
So
Tennessee's not bad.
Maryland is a sneaky one.
Wait,
guesses
do we only have
left.
2 guesses?
2
We need
guesses
one
left.
more.
You need
1 minute.
Maryland's a sneaky one.
Okay, we didn't do Illinois yet.
I feel like Illinois should be one, but I just don't know. Jaden Reese from Illinois. Maryland could be one. I don't think.
Thanks to the drop-in.
We don't have Nevada. You don't like the
Kentucky,
Four Corner.
Tennessee.
Not Kentucky, not Tennessee. I feel like Maryland or Massachusetts is a big place, but I don't know if any Boston
they don't
guys.
play a lot of football. In the
Yeah,
Northeast.
there's a lot of
It's the
hockey.
Southeast,
For some reason, I think Maryland's one. but,
Southeast, and Midwest.
Atlanta is Georgia. South.
You guys
30
said Illinois.
seconds.
You want to do Illinois?
South Carolina.
Nah, South Carolina.
too
Y'all want to
small.
do Illinois? I think we should.
Sure.
Illinois
Illinois.
final answer.
For the win, Illinois, number 8 on the list.
Let's
with
go.
85.
Is Maryland the last one?
Tennessee.
No, it's too small.
Oh, but Maryland got so many boys
What
that be
about
balling.
Tennessee. Where's Tennessee.
Probably out west. Try
Arizona.
No,
Nevada.
not
No.
Nevada.
Colorado.
No, they don't play ball out that way.
We already won for
It
the
had to-
record.
no, it's
Congrats
not-
to
yeah.
our guy Dorf.
No, it's got to be in the South. It's probably Alabama.
So we're missing
something like
2.
that. Yeah.
Alabama.
Alabama and?
Oh, Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Yeah. I had that. So those small
Nicely
states,
done,
but they
fellas.
play ball down there.
Yeah,
Them Southern boys.
There's a
Yeah.
reason why the SEC dominates, man.
That's why I'm shocked.
They're all
North
right there.
Well, maybe Bill Belichick has a chance. I didn't know North Carolina produced so
Yeah.
many NFL players.
There were big dudes every
Man.
year come out of the Charlotte area.
Oh, there
Every
it
year.
is. He's got a shot then.
Yes, sir. Just like that, we have Kyle Convinced and Bill Belichick at UNC. Jason Wilde is scheduled next, correct? Yeah, little different time, but in 2 minutes on Kyle Brust Nortman, we will be joined by Jason Wilde and holds us accountable. So make sure you guys write up your good questions because if they're bad, he will let us know. Jason Wilde in 2 minutes. Kyle Brust Nortman, hang with us and subscribe on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. B6000. We'll send you a selfie.
Football season. Best time of the year and my favorite time of the year. This is ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman. On game days, my favorite teammate is a cold carbless in my hand. Premium cocktails in a can made right here in the great state of Wisconsin. Maybe it's when I'm at the tailgate ahead of kickoff or getting ready at home for the game. Carbless is there. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and gluten-free. Carbless features classic cocktails like margarita, Paloma, and even Moscow Mule, and vodka cocktail flavors like cranberry, lemon, and peach. Find it on your next grocery trip. Carbless. Less is more.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Kyle Walls for Universal Windows Direct. It is the holiday season, which is a time for family, friends, and staying cozy inside. But if your home is drafty, it's hard to stay comfortable. And with all the gift giving happening this time of year, why don't you give yourself the gift of lower energy bills with new windows from Universal Windows Direct? For every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free plus 0% financing for 60 months. Restrictions apply. Go to uwd.com and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a generator from Adams, Wisconsin's #1 rated Generac dealer. Adams provides sales, installation, maintenance, and 24/7 service from all locations. Learn why Adams is your best choice in providing power peace of mind. Visit adamspower.com today.
College hockey returns to Fiserv Forum with the 4th annual Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off, December 28th and 29th. The Wisconsin Badgers return to defend their title, facing the Ferris State Bulldogs in semifinal action on day 1. The Yukon Huskies and Alaska Fairbanks Nanooks will battle for the other spot in the championship game. Don't miss the college hockey action coming to Milwaukee and see who wins the championship on day 2. Secure your seats today at Ticketmaster.com.
Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The Wisconsin On Demand app and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. The Wolf of Wall Street was on the other day when I was flipping through channel. Great family film.
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
I'm a naturally inquisitive person.
Holding everybody accountable.
If you feel better about that, I'm happy to do so.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Wonderful intro to the 3 o'clock hour of Kyle Bruston Nortman. We welcome Jason Wilde into the show. Jason, what's up?
Guys, thanks for accommodating me. We got assistant coaches starting at 3:20, so thanks for letting me take up the opening segment of your 3 o'clock hour.
Hey, it all is good with us, Jason. And I want to start with the...
what?
The way to describe, like, at this point in the season, week 15 of the NFL, I feel as if I have a pretty good pulse on what a team is by week 15, and I'm really struggling to figure out, like, who the Packers are at week 15. And I don't know if you feel the same way or if you have a better feel earlier in the season or if this is normal to still be trying to figure out what they're capable of.
Strofe, did Ben watch our Where's
Weekly Wildy,
whatever the heck? Did he steal that from our conversation today?
No, I had asked this question and Strove said, "Wow, I talked about that with Jason, so I figured it'd be good to re-legislate right here."
Good Lord, I can't believe this. I want to say great minds think alike, but
that'd be doing disservice to Strove.
I don't really want to do that. Yeah, I don't want to use KBN to promote Weekly Wildy, but
just did.
That's exactly
do
the
it,
conversation
Jason.
we had. No, I'm not going to do that. But it's a real. I'm trying to figure it out too. I'm right there with you, Ben. I really am. I like usually. I think by this time of the season, I definitely feel like I've got a better idea of what a team is or isn't. And this year, I'm just not sure yet about these guys. And you know, I feel fairly confident when I say that they're pretty good team.
They're good,
and
yeah.
that they're a playoff team. But how good of a team and how dangerous of a playoff team and all those other things, I really don't know. And it'll be interesting to see kind of how it plays out, especially Sunday. And I one of the stories that I'm kind of working on, and I asked Matt LaFleur about it, and look, they're not going to win the division, which means they're going to be on the road most likely, unless somehow say they're the 6th seed and somehow it ends up being Washington and Green Bay in the NFC Championship game, which I don't anticipate that being the case. They're going to be on the road for every playoff game they play. And so, I was curious, just Matt LaFleur's got a good road record. I think he's 28-20 all time. I mean, that's a good road record. It's not easy to do. So I was trying to ask, what's the key to being successful on the road? And his answers, quite frankly, weren't very good, but he was good on some other stuff. So they better be good. And this is why, and the long story short with the way I've answered this is, that's why this game, to me, is a really vital game for those of us that are trying to figure these guys out. I think this is a great game to figure out, okay, what do they do? Because I'm not saying Seattle's a great team by any stretch of the imagination, but Seattle's a decent team, looks like a playoff team, and most importantly, it's going to be on the road in a hostile environment. And as we've kind of talked about, I think even going into Detroit last week, that these guys hadn't really played in truly hostile environments in Brazil or their road games in Tennessee and LA and Jacksonville. So to me, this is going to be a great test and a great kind of game where we'll see what we think of these guys, because I do think it's going to impact how we view them moving forward. They're not going to lose to the Saints on Monday Night Football at home. They're not going to lose to the Bears. But this one and the Vikings game, I think, are the two games that we're really all looking forward to say, okay, now I have a better pulse of what this team is.
Jason, you wandered your way right into the question that I was going to ask you, teed up, ready to roll. How about that? I mean, seriously, my question for you is, if the Packers win on Sunday night, would you consider it a signature win?
Sure. I mean, again, I don't know. Do you know how good Seattle is?
Well, they're 8-5. They're winning they're leading their division. It's Sunday Night Football. It could be a playoff prelude to them playing them in the playoffs. So they just haven't had that signature win. So it's not an elite team, but I look at this and say maybe this is that signature win that feels like it's been so elusive for the Green Bay Packers on the road.
Yep, I think it could be. I do. I don't know if it will be, but I think it could be. And look, I'm still not 100% sure that Seattle's any good either, but they're certainly better than some of the other teams that they've beaten this season. But I'm curious not only if they win, but how they play, right? Because that's also a part of the equation. But bottom line is, we have not seen them do a lot of signature winning, if you will. And this is a chance for them to clearly do that. I am also curious, though, if how do they win, right? Again, you don't get style points. You played in the NFL for a long time. You get a win as a win. No one's, critiquing the style in which you win. But if they go in there on the road, Sunday Night Football, and run the Seahawks out of their own gym and quiet that crowd virtually all night, then it might be a signature win. If they go in there and it's back and forth and, they win on some egregious mistake by Geno Smith, then maybe my opinion will change a little bit. But I think this is one of those games that we're going to come out of it and have a better feel for who these guys are.
Jason, when I think about this football game and the response you just gave overall for the Green Bay Packers, I really think that the Packers really need to focus on the fact that the Seattle Seahawks, we haven't won out there in a while, Jason. And so I know you didn't really want to get into it, or you didn't get into it. I really want to know from you, how do the Packers go to Seattle for the first time since 2008 and actually come away with a victory? Because I look at the pressure rate that they're able to get. I mean, they got a guy from Byron Murphy, who's a rookie, who was able to get 4 pressures in one game, and the Green Bay Packers struggled to get pressure on the quarterback. So how do they go out to that environment and win for the first time since 2008?
So they haven't won there since 2008? I know they've been there. I think they played there in 18 most recently, but that was a year that they lost a bunch of games, obviously. So, look, it's an interesting place for them to play, right? Like, there's a lot of history there, and none of it really good, if we're being honest, right?
Oh, we know,
for these guys. Well, we don't need to go over that ground, so then Strofe can say again, too soon, like he does on Weekly Wildy. So be sure to check that out. But
I thought you weren't plugging it.
Yeah, I'm not plugging it, but I might have there. But it'll be. Let me put it this way. This is a really interesting game for us, also from a defensive perspective, and figuring out, are these guys any good or not, right? Like, one of the other things that I've been asking about today, I asked McKinney about it, I asked LaFleur about it. Like, they were the kings of forcing takeaways, right, early in the season. That's kind of evaporated a little bit, right?
Off.
It's certainly leveled off. And so that's another aspect of this game that I'm, legitimately curious about. Like, are they going to be able to get a couple of takeaways? Because early in the season, Geno Smith was giving away interceptions like they were popcorn. But since then, they're having him throw the ball less frequently, and it seems to be working for them, right? They're running the ball more. He's settled into being more ball secure, and their offense has been more predictable, but it's also been more efficient. They've won 4 in a row, right? And when he was chucking the ball all over the field, that was when they were losing 4 in a row. So if they can get takeaways, if they can get pressure, like you said, Kyle, like, that remains that I still don't get that. Like, I just don't understand why they've been so ineffective in that department.
I really just thought not good enough.
Well, I mean, you would certainly hope that that's not the case, right? Like, if you're going to make the investments that this team has made on defense, then they should be a hell of a lot better, shouldn't they?
Yeah, Jason, I saw a stat from Pro Football Focus that said Rashawn Gary is the only player with 30 or more pressures this season for the Green Bay Packers.
Right, and he's been a disappointment, and he's the only one, right? So that's even more telling about how disappointing they've been in terms of their pass rush. Look, we're going to talk to Jeff Hafley here in a little bit, and I certainly think that he's a good coach with a good scheme. But I am super curious how he kind of views where they're at in terms of their pressure. Has it gotten better in his opinion? Does he feel like they're – because one of the things, and I will admit to being wrong about this, I kind of thought, okay, new system, yes, but from a 3-4 to a 4-3, less complicated, certainly more aggressive, so these guys are getting upfield more. So it's not nearly as feeling like they're, basically being pigeonholed into reacting. They can just get up the field, but it hasn't worked that way. So I don't know why they haven't been better. I keep expecting kind of the light to turn on, and maybe this will be the game that does it. But you're very much right, Kyle, to be questioning how we are. This goes back to what we were just saying, though, to start this conversation, which is, I still don't understand how good they are or aren't, largely because of things like that.
Yeah, and maybe you won't have an answer to my last question here as Jason's joining us, Jason Wilde, at a special time today before he meets with some of the assistant coaches in availability.
They meet with me. Yeah, I look at it more as they meet with me. But yeah, you're right, Ben.
As I look at the Seattle Seahawks and Mike McDonald, who comes from the Baltimore Ravens as their previous defensive coordinator, they've been winning.
Came from the Doobie Brothers.
Yes, very good, very good. Don't know the Doobie Brothers. That's going to be a good or bad thing. I don't know.
You don't know any of them?
No.
Any of the songs?
No. Maybe if you played one.
Oh, come on.
What a fool believes. Never mind. Go ahead.
They've been winning slugfest, 20-17, 16-6, 26-21, 30-18. Their defense has been a lot better the last 4 weeks as we talk to the pressures. They have Witherspoon in the back end. Can the Packers win one of the, do you feel like they're built to win in one of these slugfest defensive struggles? Because to me, if they're going to have success, I think whether they get the ball first or they get it, on the second possession, I think they really need to have a good, long, sustained drive to set them up for success long term in this game. I just I don't know if this team's built to win a tight defensive struggle.
don't you think they've won some slugfest though? Like what was the final for the Houston game, which I would argue is probably the closest thing they have to a signature win? Was it like
24-22?
Something like that?
Yeah, I mean, again, the offensive line of the Texans is so bad. Like, it
was
bad.
The Jaguars was a slugfest. 30-27.
I don't like this because what's going to happen is we're going to look back a couple weeks from now. If the Packers win on Sunday and then all of a sudden Seattle falls out the playoffs, we're going to say they don't have any marquee victories. We can go back and look. We always make excuses for when the Packers win.
But that can be true if they've lost to the teams that aren't marquee and lost to the teams that are.
We're just playing our schedule, fellas.
All right. Well, as this is part of what we asked you at first, Jason, and maybe we'll just continue to dive in of who are the Green Bay Packers in 2024. We appreciate the time. I know we didn't really give you a chance to answer, but I wanted to get you out on time.
If you guys figure it out, let me know. I'd love to know who they are.
We'll work on it. I don't think we're going to come up with the answer, but our fans will do the best to help enlighten us as well. Thanks, Jason.
All right, guys. Take care. Be good.
That's Jason Wilde. Listen in Willie and Tausch across these various stations from 9 to noon. And if you have such a good pulse on the Green Bay Packers, Kyle, then you should be winning all the time.
I mean, I try. I'm not a miracle worker here, but I do be trying. And when he's talking about that, I'm trying on the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. I want you all right now. I want you to go to your iPhone or your Android, and I want you to go to the Underdog Fantasy Sports app, and I want you to play daily fantasy on the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. Join the over 5 million happy players who have won $2 billion. That's with the B dollars playing the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. It is so easy to do. What you do, you go in, you select players higher or lower on their stats, and if you can pick whether or not they're going to be higher or lower on their stats, you can win up to 1,000 times your money. So if you think you know sports, if you think you know basketball, you think you know football, if you think you know how players are going to perform come Sunday, then this is the game you should be playing, the daily fantasy game you should be playing with Underdog Fantasy Sports. And I love doing it. And because I love y'all, KBN Nation, I want you to download the app and sign up using promo code KBN. Yes, download the Underdog Fantasy Sports app and sign up using promo code KBN right now. And when you deposit, you can get $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Yes, 1,000 buckaroos right now when you sign up using promo code KBN on the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. Make your game watching experience so much more fun by taking it to another level by playing the Underdog Fantasy Sports app and signing up with promo code KBN. Remember, must be 18 plus and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Consider your play. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
On YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, Beltaz chimes in and says the Packers are mediocre. Well, I think Brad Nortman might think they're mediocre in a specific department of the team, and he'll tell you why next. But make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe because we're almost to 6,000. You get that selfie when you are the 6,000 subscriber at ESPN Milwaukee. More next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Milwaukee County, you need to shovel the pathway to the lake, okay? I had to step through snow in order to get to the lake.
I think Kyle's the Karen of the show.
I think
he's high maintenance, for sure.
I think Kyle pays taxes in the county of Milwaukee that just went up, so I expect for this stuff to be plowed.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Delays right now, westbound 94 from 27th Street all the way to about Mitchell Boulevard. Southbound 41 slowing down right past Capitol Drive. Back that up a step. We got delays heading past Good Hope Road all the way down to Appleton Avenue, so be careful with that. Bypass is looking pretty good, so is 4394. Traffic is brought to you by the Bartolotta Restaurant, providing memorable experiences for over 30 years. Get the perfect holiday gift this season, a Bartolotta's gift card. Purchase yours at bartolottas.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, clear and cold, low of 6 above, with a wind chill of 0 to 5 below. Tomorrow, mostly to partly sunny, a high of 27. Weather is brought to you by the Corners of Brookfield. Help the big guy out this holiday season. Drop off your little one's letters in a special North Pole mailbox in the Market Square through December 22nd. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Loziga on 94.5 ESPN.
With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Romeo. This 3-syllable, you have to take the O out of the equation. That's too easy.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Iota, right? Not one iota. Iota.
Yeah, that's only 4 letters.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
Let's pretend you're a first-time listener to Wilde and Tausch. What the hell is this? They're discussing syllables.
On 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Wins, wins, and more wins are waiting to be uncovered at Potawatomi. Get ready to find yours in a winter stash of $300,000 in prizes this December. Play with your rewards card for entries, drawings on 3 thrilling Thursdays. Some seriously big wins are waiting for you. Winter Stash at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. More info at paysbig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
'Tis the season of giving.
Ho, ho, ho!
At your nearby Milwaukee Metro region, Hunis Auto Group dealerships. Hunis is the area's #1 rated car, truck, SUV, and EV holiday headquarters. During our exclusive Season of Savings sales event, we're offering our biggest discounts of the year on our entire inventory of America's best-selling brands from Buick and GMC at nearby Hunis locations in both Oak Creek and Greenfield. Thinking pre-owned? Your local Hunis dealership has the area's biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and hybrids, starting as low as $39.95 and payments as low as $199 per month. We're paying above top Kelly Blue Book values on all trade-ins, no matter the mileage or condition. Now that's giving even Santa would be proud of.
Ho, ho, ho!
Our huge Season of Savings sales event is going on now, exclusively at your nearby Milwaukee Metro region Hunis Auto Group dealerships or online at shophunis.com. From the Hunis Auto Group family to yours, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is hosting their first ever tournament with $750 in cash prizes available. Hey ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellerson, and Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center invites you to play in a 2-man scramble at Whistling Straits, all from their comfortable golf simulators. Grab a friend and sign up today at wisconsinindoorgolfcenter.com. The tournament costs $120 per pairing and is happening now through December 31st. Your winter chance to play Whistling Straits awaits. wisconsinindoorgolfcenter.com.
There's no better place to shop for the sports fan in your life than Brewtown Trading Co. Milwaukee. Not only do they have the largest selection of sports cards in the Midwest, they have the best prices too. Framed jerseys for the man cave? Check. Sealed hobby and blaster boxes of the hottest releases? Check. One-of-a-kind items you won't find anywhere else? Triple check. Open 7 days a week at 4285 South 76th Street and 24 hours a day at brewtowntrading.com. Make this holiday extra special for the sports fan in your life today at Brewtown Trading Co.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I don't know it's the Doobie Brothers.
Is this what Jason was referencing?
Have you ever heard of Will McDonald, though?
No.
Michael McDonald.
Mike McDonald.
Head coach of the Seattle Seahawks.
No, that boy, that white boy can sing.
Is that supposed to be?
That's what he does.
You're not really doing him justice out here. Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Stroh for the show. I want to hear who's with us at the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison Studios working hard. What up?
Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, are you in a better mood, Grumpy Hunter?
I don't know. Do I have to have my entire world revolve around you, Ben Bruss?
No, I just, I really like when the producers of ESPN Madison.
Yeah, Hunter, good job. He's trying to figure something out. He's stumbling. Yeah, he's stumbling. He's against the ropes.
All right.
Uh-oh,
and you know what?
You
know what I always do? I always get out of the ropes.
Yeah, okay. You over here stumbling, man.
Well, my favorite part about Hunter is yesterday I asked for a little input, and he acted like the world was ending because he was doing all these different jobs over at ESPN Madison, and I just wanted to actually get some content today. And you know what? I'm glad my man delivered. He actually took a shot at me instead of complaining about the workload he has.
It had nothing to do with the workload, Ben. I was just saying, hey, I've got other stuff. My world doesn't revolve around Ben Brust, and I was busy. That's all.
Pow! Well, bad news for him. If he wants to get a promotion and produce for KBN, it's not like I'm going to have a glowing endorsement of Hunter. Let's just say that.
Sounds like a demotion to me.
That was the knockout. Even though we took shots at us, Brad, that was the knockout.
I'm dead.
Wow.
I'm dead. if.
What an upset.
That wasn't upset. I wasn't ready. I mean,
I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready. I mean, my man was so flustered yesterday or the other day when I threw it to him that I didn't think it was going to be witty today.
This is
Good
like
job,
one of those
Hunter.
like boxing matches where maybe Ben won the first, Ben versus Hunter, and then you do it again in 6 months, then Hunter KO'd Ben.
The hard part is, I think Hunter's a little too sensitive for me to go at him a little bit.
Oh, wow.
So
now he's challenging your sensitivity.
I just want to leave it there before it start hurting.
Ben, have you
feelings.
ever had a conversation with me to know anything to come at me with?
Oh, trust me, there's plenty. I know that you work with Jesse Nelson. You produce Alex Stroh's show, Mr. Irrelevant. I got sources everywhere. Don't you worry, Hunter.
Program, by the way.
Oh, yeah, suck up so he doesn't come at you too now, Stroh.
Yeah, Hunter, we ain't got no beef. I love me some Hunter.
Yeah, me too.
I love you too, Kyle.
Hey, what do
I love you too, Kyle.
Yeah.
I love you too, Brad.
He knows
Stroh,
good-
keep up the great
He
work on
knows
Mr.
good
Irrelevant.
character when he sees it. That's why he probably hopped on your behind, because he's like, yeah, I got to be ready for this.
I ain't gonna lie.
Questionable character. Yeah, he's right.
I ain't gonna lie, Hunter. I actually wish you actually coached Alex Stroh up a little bit more on how you make Mr. Irrelevant look so good on YouTube, because Strophy just does the bare minimum on our YouTube.
It's hard to teach this level of talent.
Oh, man. Yeah, cool him.
Cool.
All right. Brad, you think the defense is as mediocre as Hunter as a producer, so please explain.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm not going to go there with the analogy, but, a lot. I am disappointed in this defense for all those years. When Joe Barry was leading the charge, everyone was up in arms. Oh, this defense stinks. Fire Joe Barry. This is a joke. And I was right there with him, might I add. But then we hired Jeff Hafley thinking that this is it. This is what's going to be the case to turn this defense around, and they're going to be the reason why the Packers are winning games. Guys, I've been disappointed with this defense, and the stats back it up. We were talking about Jason Wilde that we've got, how many games have they played? 13 games? 12 games? We have a sample size that we can say, okay, now we can dissect this defense, figure out if they're actually good. These stats might surprise you guys.
Hit the football music, baby.
The Packers defense actually has a better scoring defense last year than this year.
Oh, wow.
By half a point. I'm not going to go too deep into the stats because it's very statistical, obviously. But
are the stats statistical?
Better points per game in 2023. Total defense only better by 5 yards. Like total, how many total yards do you allow? This year, only 5 yards better. 335 to 229. Pass defense has gotten worse. They're allowing 20 yards more per game, but rushing defense has gotten better. They've improved by 20, basically an exact net zero. Red zone, guys. They were 50% last year, which is actually pretty good. They're 61 this year. They've gotten significantly worse in the red zone. Significantly worse in the red zone. Yes, turnovers much better this year than last year, but sacks and pressures way down. So basically, what's the takeaway? What's the thesis?
What does it all mean, Basil?
Let me tell you what it means. Guys, they're the same. It's the same defense. There's not as much criticism. There's not as much visceral hate for this team because it feels like the hearts haven't been broken. But statistically speaking, they are the exact same defense statistically. They still can't get the big stop that you want at the end of the game, which we just saw against the Detroit Lions as well. So whether it be timely stops that they can't get, statistically speaking, where they're giving up the same amount of yards and points, and there's no fear. There's absolutely no fear to where this defense is. They're not bad. They're not great. They're average. They're okay. They're mediocre. I just don't understand why all those years we've been giving Joe Barry such a hard time. But the defense is doing the exact same thing, and no one's coming after Jeff Hafley. It doesn't make any sense to me. If this team doesn't go far in the playoffs, mark my words, this defense will be at the root cause of it.
Kyle Wallace, the Packer backer. He can spin anything into a positive in his own brain for the Green Bay Packers. What do you say to Brad Nortman, who says the defense is virtually similar, just looking a little bit different doing it?
Yeah, I say to Bradley Nortman is that you failed the eye test, man. Like, you need to get glasses because based off what we see overall,
I'm a results-based guy.
Well, we can look at the results, and the results are better for the Green Bay Packers overall as a football team because they are 9-4 this year, and a lot of that has to do
better
because
offense.
No, we can't. You can say better offense all you want, but also it's the defense as well. See, what you're doing is you're trying to just look at stats and trying to make an argument, right? You shouldn't do that. Don't stat pat, don't stat watch. What you need to do is you need to use them great eyes. Last year, do you recall? I had a coach named Matt LaFleur. He said, I just am sick of seeing my team get gashed. Gashed. You know what? And he didn't just see it once. He didn't just see it twice. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 times. Yes, 4 times the Green Bay Packers last year allowed for an opposing team to rush for over 200 yards. We ain't seen that this year. And then on top of that, you talk about letdowns. This defense can't always be trusted. But I feel like we haven't seen as many letdowns from this defense to lose ball games late, right? And so overall, the last thing I had to talk about is the fact that turnovers. Jason Wilde just talked about the Green Bay Packers have 24 turnovers on the season. Do you know what difference that makes to be able to have a turnover, to be able to put your team in a good position like they did last week against the Detroit Lions, because that allowed for them to get a short field for Aaron Rodgers, my goodness, for Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers offense. And so, yes, are some of the stats the same? Sure. But overall, what we're seeing from this defense, they're schematically better. He's putting them in a better position to be more successful. And now we're starting to realize that it wasn't Joe Barry's fault that we couldn't get a pass rush, but Joe Barry could not put a scheme together to generate some type of pass rush, to do something to change. Jeff Hafley has done a great job making adjustments for this football team, and that's why this football team overall as a whole has been better. But turnovers by themselves should make you say this is a better defense.
All right, I was already in a heavyweight fight with Hunter Vaughn producing an ESPN Madison. It's now the battle of who believes in this Packers defense more. Brad Nortman saying they're mediocre to the same as last year, and Kyle saying, trust your eyes, they're better.
They have had more turnovers. That is true, but they also have significantly less quarterback pressures and quarterback sacks. They might have improved the rush defense, but it's at the cost of the pass defense. No rush. You got people getting absolutely gashed in the secondary. They improved in the rush, but they got worse in the pass. And even more so, the scathing stat, the stat that I always come back to, it's all about scoring points, right? That's how you win a ball game. 2024 giving up a half a point more per game than 2023. 20.6 to 21.1. The Packers are winning more ball games, but they're winning more ball games because turnovers play a role, but the offense is better. The offense is scoring more points, but the fact of the matter is this defense has not made the significant stride we all thought that they were going to make.
Honorable Judge Strofe and Brust will rule who has won the argument right now. Strofe, who do you believe is right in this argument? You should say order.
Order in the court. Please rise for Judge Strofe. Thank you, gentlemen.
Hey, Jeff Hafley, I got you. We going to win this one. I ain't got to worry about it, buddy. You ain't getting fired. Like
defend your honor.
Talking to Joe?
Talking to Joe.
The jury has found the winner. How do you do this in
court? You can just do the winner.
The winner in the Strofe Court of Law, the Honorable redheaded Packers fan. Kyle
That's what I'm talking about, baby. I told Jeff Hafley we got him. I'm telling you, Brad. It ain't just me. It's everybody.
Appeal. I call for an appeal. I do it to the next level of appellate court to Mr. Honorable
And
Ben
as
Brust.
the Honorable Ben Brust overseeing Alex Strofe in his journey and growth at ESPN Wisconsin, I will say there is no grounds for an appeal. The data that you provided was sufficient enough for the jury to make an efficient ruling. And Kyle and Jeff Hafley are winners here as the eye test, although everyone's got different eyes, a lot of those eyes are seeing the same things, and as a product on the field that inspires more confidence moving forward later in this season.
All it took is one. It hasn't been a full season
I'm going
yet.
to take it to the press. I'm going to stand outside the
Go ahead.
courtroom with all the cameras.
They're
and
already
say
waiting
that
for you.
Justice has not been served today.
Listen, justice has absolutely been served and is deserving.
If you go into the press to defend Joe Barry, you're going to find yourself.
It's not defending Joe Barry.
Exile like Joe Barry.
I'm not necessarily defending Joe Barry, but there's this narrative that the defense has gotten better. It's just not true. They are not significantly better. And if they are better,
you know what?
It is slightly better.
I declare, until the next 4 games are over, a mistrial.
Okay.
There is no definitive evidence right now.
You need more substantive
We need
evidence.
to have the end of the season.
Shut up, Ben.
Right, for real though. But
You're fired.
I'm dead serious with this. We're talking about year 1 with a defensive coordinator, and we're already seeing a little bit of things that is like, all right, we know what we need to fix. We feel like this. If the Green Bay Packers had better personnel rushing the passer, okay, Dwight, it's true. If the Packers had better pass rushers, they would be in a better situation. We're realizing that Joe Barry schematically probably couldn't put it together, but we feel confident with Jeff Hafley.
Asked and answered. I've heard your arguments both recited twice now.
No, I'm talking about pieces. Give them Jeff Halfley the pieces. The confidence
It's the
is there.
same D-line as last year.
No, if you get it, they suck.
They were better last year.
They suck. It's a whole different scheme. You ain't got guys standing up, rushing off the edge. Maybe
that's the Jeff
suck.
Halfley problem.
They're not good.
Take it offline, boys. Take it to the press. Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe. Basically, the defense is mid still. That's my ruling.
We all agree on that.
They are inconsistent and mid. More Kyle Bruss and Nortman next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Let them know the dread-headed brother loves the Green Bay Packers. When you see me, Goody, let me in the box.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
From 27th Street all the way to about Mitchell Boulevard, southbound 41, slowing down right past Capitol Drive. Back that up a step, we got delays heading past Good Hope Road all the way down to Appleton Avenue, so be careful with that. Bypass is looking pretty good, so is 4394. Traffic is brought to you by the Bartolotta Restaurants, providing memorable experiences for over 30 years. Get the perfect holiday gift this season, a Bartolotta's gift card. Purchase yours at bartolottas.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, clear and cold, a low of 6 above, with a wind chill of 0 to 5 below. Tomorrow, mostly to partly sunny, a high of 27. Weather is brought to you by the Corners of Brookfield. Help the big guy out this holiday season. Drop off your little one's letters in a special North Pole mailbox in the Market Square through December 22nd. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Loziga on 94.5 ESPN.
Ben Bruss here from the show you're listening to right now, Kyle Brust and Nortman, and you can be the 6,000 subscriber on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Safely go there, YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Make sure you're signing in your account and subscribe so you can get exclusive content. YouTube videos from all of our shows that are live, post videos, great stuff from Madison Hayes 24 on Instagram who post on there. Subscribe at YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Be that 6,000 subscriber.
Monica, what delightful surprise do you have for us this Christmas?
I've been waiting all day for your big reveal. Take a look and tell me what you see. Oh, that's gorgeous.
I see the North Star, that guiding light that always lets you know where you are.
The North Star is important to you?
Sitting directly above the axis of the Earth, it's the only star in the sky that never moves. It's always there for you.
Sarah? I see the star that stood high over Bethlehem 2,000 years ago.
Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might.
Monica, it's fabulous.
Nicole Lasker designed it.
I love her.
What's it called?
The Star of Hope. We have them in sterling silver with 4 diamonds for just $198. And in white gold with bigger and bigger diamonds at prices up to $19.98.
I love it.
I love it even more than Rick does.
The Star of Hope.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Are you looking for reliable transportation this holiday season? I've got you covered. It's Jen Latta from ESPN Milwaukee, and with holiday parties, family gatherings, and year-end events on the horizon, I trust AccuTrans Group to handle all of my private transportation needs. Whether it's a corporate function or festive celebration, AccuTrans gets me there safely and on time. As a veteran-owned business, they pride themselves on top-notch service that you can count on. Booking is easy, stress-free, and reliable. Just visit AccuTransGroup.com to reserve your holiday ride today. That's AccuTransGroup.com.
Ho, 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 ho. Year-end savings are here at Land Rover Waukesha. Unwrap a truly unique luxury SUV this holiday season. The new Range Rover Velar provides power, performance, sporting luxury, and all the latest technology. Get 3.9% special APR financing for up to 72 months only on a new 2025 Range Rover Velar at Land Rover Waukesha. 3.9% APR for 72 months. A deal so nice, even Santa will want in. Get your mittens on the most luxurious ride this holiday season. LandRoverWaukesha.com.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Brad Nortman's feeling powerful right now because for his birthday, he was gifted a leaf blower. And I have a feeling that many of you are going to have the same reaction that I do that I haven't shared. Brad, tell us what happened.
Yeah, we got a snowfall last night, and out there in Oconomowoc in Lake Country by me, we had about an inch of snow. Now, usually, lawn guy Nate is also snowplow Nate. So if it's 2 inches or more, I got my guy Nate that's going to do the snow plowing. But if it's an inch or so, it's on me. Now, previously, I'd have to shovel it by myself. I don't have a snowblower. But wouldn't you know, I got that leaf blower for my birthday. KBN Nation will remember. I was excited to get that leaf blower. I thought to myself, you know what? I wonder if this will work. So I powered it up. I went out there and wouldn't you know, I snow blowed, literally used my leaf blower to push all that snow out of my driveway. What usually would take me 2 hours to do the Nortman Estate driveway. Not 2 hours, probably an hour 15.
Dang.
It took me like 20 minutes just by taking the leaf blower and just go
full of crap.
All that snow out of my
estate's
driveway.
Not that big of the driveway.
With a pusher? With an actual snowblower?
No, I have a snow shovel.
Do you know what I'm starting to realize?
What is that?
Brad doesn't get out much.
No, he doesn't.
Do you know how many people listening have done this before?
No one's told me.
Yeah, people do it.
Why didn't anybody tell me?
I watch people all the time take, if it's like a dusting.
Yeah.
If it's a dusting, you take the blower and it's gone within a second. You are. This is like hear Brad out when you come up with an idea.
Like Christmas lights.
That's already
great idea,
been happening.
But how come then when I got the leaf blower for my birthday, no one said, hey, you know what an additional great idea is?
Because
you should
you're
take it and you should blow it
35
with
years
your snow.
old. They assume that you have the brain of a 35-year-old homeowner who doesn't have everyone do anything for them and has interacted with people who have experienced a dusting at their home.
Yeah.
And maybe you've driven around neighborhoods, but I guess your neighborhood is too bougie that everyone does everything.
Yeah,
for
They're probably
gets
shocked
loud.
that he was out there. Said, hey, honey. Why is that Nortman
Why is he
out
taking
there?
care of his own
Why
stuff?
is he out there shoveling the snow? What's going on? He's blowing it with the snowblower.
Well, I'm just waiting for this advice to come down the line because that's what makes the world go round. And you stand there saying, "Oh, everybody knows how to do this." Well, why didn't anybody say so?
People
I gave
have.
You, guys
You just
plenty
don't.
of opportunity to say, "Hey, you know what? You got that leaf blower. Just wait till it gives us dusting of snow.
Well,
then your life's going to be
Chris
better."
chimes in. Brad, I'm in Oconomowoc. We had like 0.2 inches. The wind blew it all away. What are you doing?
That's
Nah,
what I literally
I had
said
an
that
inch.
to him.
I had an inch.
I said to him,
It was light snow, though.
When you said you were just this is what Brad's not telling. All right.
What's that, Kyle?
You're not telling the fact that you knew you didn't have to do none of this, but you said, I want to try it. And then you tried it. You said, ooh. Oh, you said, well, I'm finna just do it the whole yard. You didn't need to do anything.
Here's what I don't need.
Are you proud?
All right, here's what I don't need. With all those Amazon packages that are coming to the Norman Estate, I don't need the UPS driver to sit on the snow, trip and fall, hit his back, and say, I'm taking this guy for everything he has.
You know what? That's a rich man talking right there.
I don't need no lawsuit.
That's smart. That is very,
That's
very
right.
smart. And then he put the salt down and everything. He said,
Matt
"The hell with
Racine
that."
chimes in. If you really want to clear the driveway in a manly way, get a blowtorch.
Oh, now that would be fun.
I don't know if I trust you with a blowtorch.
Oh, I could find my way around a blowtorch.
Yeah, no, Brad. Again, this was the story when you said you were going to drive 30 miles to the gas station,
Right,
and 37
right.
miles left. You're like, it's adrenaline rush. I'm going to get there. Pulls off before he even goes.
that's totally
You're
right.
The
not
mileage
made for
changed.
that life.
You're not made for a blowtorch.
What?
It would not suit you well.
Excuse me. I could handle a blowtorch. Thank you very much.
No, you couldn't.
Oh, I could handle
even the
a
way you say, I
blowtorch.
can handle a blowtorch.
Yeah.
It's just not convincing.
It's
Yeah,
a
I don't buy it.
responsibility to handle a flame like that. And I don't handle that
Anyone got
responsibility.
household and tricks and trades around the house, household hacks? Because the only ones I have are like cooking related.
Well, those are valuable.
That is a trick and a tip.
Yesterday at the Potawatomi Casino Hotel, did the weekly wager from 6 to 7 on 94.5 ESPN. Ordered a chicken Caesar wrap to go. Drove home, had late basketball, so I put the chicken Caesar wrap in the fridge with the sweet potato fries. And obviously, like naturally, when you travel so far with the hot fries and they're in a container, they just get a little soggy. But I put it in the fridge. Air fried the chicken Caesar wrap and the sweet potato fries. Oh, baby.
So what's the hack? Using an air fryer?
Yes.
That's not a hack. That's a normal everyday thing.
Yeah.
Kyle literally cooks everything he owns.
Everything.
in an air fryer.
I think
what the hell was that?
Did I show you a picture of food and you said you air fry it? Did you ask me that last
What's
week?
that?
Did you ask me if I air fry some food?
Yeah.
Yeah, I air fry. Yeah, that's not a trick. You're just as bad as Brad talking about the
That's worse than
leaf
me.
blower. No, it's all terrible.
That's no secret.
Don't act like you're the king homeowner.
Listen, I'm not over here trying to tell people any tricks.
Baby,
to
we
the
gotta
trade.
do more sucking.
I ain't got no tricks and no trade. I decided my trick is this. I decided, you know what? I work too damn hard to be putting in all this time. I'm gonna pay somebody to do it.
Be the man of the house, Kyle.
I am
Be
the man of the house. You know how the man of the house? I say, do you take cash or card? What is that? Don't worry about it, baby. Let's see what they take. That's being the man of the house. Cash or card? We ain't got time.
Give us life hacks at the houses that you own. 800-990-3776. Please. Please, please. John in Milwaukee, 800-990. You're up. 3776.
Gentlemen, got some advice for Brad here. Brad, with all due respect, sir, you just got a leaf blower. I would probably worry about mastering that before you try to graduate to flamethrower. That's just me thinking out loud. You guys have a great day.
Well, it's good advice.
Good call right there.
But you never know until you try, right? Experience is the best teacher.
Yeah, I trust that you can use one, but I believe after you use it, you realize this isn't for me.
If you melt snow, it turns into water. Water freezes in the cold weather, so you might not want a blowtorch guy.
What else do you use?
You could have learned that with experience.
What do you use a blowtorch for?
Welding? I don't know. I'm not a hands type of guy. I don't do that. I listen. I told you I don't do anything. I cut the grass and shovel the snow. That's about it. I can barely hang stuff up.
I'm right there with you, buddy.
Yeah, I know who I am. I'm paying somebody money to put up a weight room.
For real.
I can't do it.
I wish there was a trades class in high school.
I had one called Wood Tech.
Oh, you struggled,
Mr. Deblitz. Shout out to Mr. Deblitz.
What do you mean shout out? You can't do anything he taught you.
I mean, maybe I should have probably paid attention.
Because I had like a woods and a metals and electricity class, but you need like a home ownership class. You need like a taking care of an estate type class. That's what it's called.
Not estate. That's called it is home ec. You learn how to cook, clean, sew, do all that. Didn't pay attention to that either. Shout out to Miss Bloomfield.
I know. I wish I remember how to sew.
Yeah, I literally when she was teaching us, I'm like, I don't need to know how to do it. No offense to anybody listening. I said, this is a woman's job. No,
oh my God!
I was
Madison Hayes, 24 on the mic. Strofe, get her up.
I was 10 years old.
What did you?
I was wrong now, but when I was 10, now everybody should know how to knit and everybody should know how to sew.
You need to know how to knit and sew,
or find somebody who can.
What else is a women's job, Kyle?
Being loving and caring.
All right.
Nurturing.
Yep.
Being queens.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Being leaders. Girls rock.
He is pandering his audience.
Maddie.
Yeah.
Who won the world?
Girls.
Don't fall for this.
Yeah,
you had him on the ropes and he just charmed
Maddie,
your ass out of
It's like Family Feud. Good answer.
Oh, I know how to
Kyle
backpedal.
the chameleon, man.
He admitted it. He admitted it. He's king backpedaler.
Yeah, he is.
Flip flop.
He's really good at it.
But you thought that when you were young, right?
Yeah, I thought that was a young.
Don't believe him. Yesterday, he's telling his girl that she can't get a tattoo. Wallaces don't get tattoos.
You said that? You said you can't get a tattoo?
We Filler and Kyle?
Yeah, no. Can we do a dramatic reading?
Coming up next, a dramatic reading with Madison Hayes, 24, reacting as a female perspective.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Tyler, thank you for all that baby talk there and parenting talk. I'll take some of those tips.
I was getting ready for it right
now. Yeah, taking notes over there.
Taking some of those nips. Taking some of those tips. those tips and storing them away. I do like nips as well. But Tyler.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
College hockey returns to Fiserv Forum with the 4th annual Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off, December 28th and 29th.
The Wisconsin Badgers return to defend their title, facing the Ferris State Bulldogs in semifinal action on day one. The Yukon Huskies and Alaska Fairbanks Nanooks will battle for the other spot in the championship game.
Don't miss the college hockey action coming to Milwaukee and see who wins the championship on day 2. Secure your seats today at Ticketmaster.com.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde, and I have the perfect gift idea for you. A custom holiday gift box filled with all your Kringle favorites from Racine Danish Kringles. There's no wrapping needed, and this season you can try their newest holiday pastry, Eggnog Kringle, created to bring festive cheer to your celebration. Filled with rich, creamy eggnog and topped with sweet icing and a sprinkle of cinnamon, it's perfect for sharing with loved ones. Go to Kringle.com to order or call 800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles, it's not just a treat, it's a tradition.
It's time for the Ortho ASAP Minute from Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin.
Dr. Rick Papandrea is joining me. How special is it for you being able to watch people see their quality of life return?
There's no doubt that the efficiency is great for everybody. It's very rewarding as a surgeon to take care of somebody and see them get better. But to have them come in and do it in a seamless fashion is really exciting. One case comes to mind. We had a young girl who was doing some cartwheels, and she came in with a broken elbow, and everything lined up, maybe more so than even is typical. She needed special care. She needed her elbow fixed with a very particular fracture that is difficult to fix. And not only is it difficult to fix, but it can be somewhat complicated by stiffness. So with my specialty of my background, I do a lot of elbow arthroscopy, which isn't very common. And we had her in the operating room later that day where I was able to arthroscopically reduce and fix her elbow fracture. And she was back to a normal kid about 2 months later.
The Ortho ASAP Minute is sponsored by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference.
It's WTMJ's Brandon Snide for Wisconsin Harley-Davidson. The holiday season is here, and Wisconsin Harley-Davidson has you covered. Now through December 28th, when you purchase any new Harley-Davidson motorcycle, you'll receive a shopping spree. See Sales Associate for details, only valid on new bike purchases. December is full of shopping treats. Follow Wisconsin Harley-Davidson's Facebook page and Instagram for more details, and be sure to check out WISHD.com. Wisconsin Harley-Davidson, your destination dealer.
It started with a prediction.
Gonna go out there and play basketball and win. And how many games? 6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
Football fans, get ready to elevate your game day experience. Milwaukee Broadhouse downtown has the ultimate package for stress-free fun this football season. With rides starting at $85 per person, hop on their round-trip buses from Milwaukee Broadhouse downtown for every green and gold home game. Enjoy all you can drink on the ride and a private restroom. Want even more? Upgrade your ticket and add on an all-you-can-eat and drink tailgate package for an additional $30. Spots are filling up fast. Book today at MilwaukeeBroadhouse.com. Milwaukee Broadhouse, located on MLK Drive downtown.
This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Who run the world? Girls, girls. Who run the world? Girls, who run the world?
Not according to Kyle Wallace.
Check the tape, that's what I said.
Time to quickly shift. For those who missed it in Madison, we got you for a little bit longer, to a dramatic reading of Kyle Wallace talking to his girlfriend via text message about a girl's trip up north.
Brad Nortman will be playing Kyle Wallace, and Ben Brust will be playing Baby Girl.
Hey, baby, they're trying to peer pressure me into getting tatted.
Absolutely not.
I know. They're all just going to get one. I'm going to sit and watch.
As you should. We don't fall for peer pressure.
Peer pressure? You said pee pressure.
Pee pressure. Same thing. I was in line at Walmart's, huh?
Cute.
Sounds like those ladies are in a 30s life crisis.
No, they literally all have tats.
Crisis.
It's just their interest, haha.
I'm joking. I knew most of them did except Bridget.
Bridget's back. She has 3. 2 are pretty big.
We don't do that.
I don't. They said, ask Kyle to see if you can, and I said, it has nothing to do with him.
They did the right thing. Ask your man.
Ha ha ha, shut the bleep up. No, I never wanted a tat with or without your, quote, permission.
I know, boo. What are they getting?
Madison Hayes, 24.
Okay, so here's my biggest problem.
Oh, God.
Okay.
She's fired up.
Now she's triggered.
Guess who's not getting any social clips for a week? I'll tell you that. Okay, here's my biggest issue. Her friend group knew that she had to ask her boyfriend for permission.
Because they know I'll be standing on business. They know what it is.
No, that's the friend when she leaves.
Red flag.
Red flag. When she leaves, they're all like, do you think that's kind of bad?
No.
Should we say something about that?
Standing on business. We a team. What can I say? You know what I'm saying? They know who the king of the castle is.
That is pretty wild. The girls even knew. That
That's what I'm saying.
She's got to ask Kyle.
That's not good. That's not a good
It's a great thing. It's a great thing.
You probably think so with your red flag ass. You probably think so.
Would you ever date Kyle?
Would I ever date Kyle?
How about someone with Kyle's demeanor?
This is a weird question. Would I ever date Kyle? Like someone
She
with
didn't
Kyle's
say
demeanor?
no.
Yeah, I was waiting for a snap. No, but it sounds like she's debating.
Come on now.
No,
Yeah,
not with
This is him.
No.
Oh, stop
if
it.
this is really how you are, no.
I am every woman's dream.
Oh, boy. I don't know, buddy. I don't know.
They like that. Women like control. Tell me this, Madison. Tell me this, Maddie. Y'all like it. Women like it when a man kind of tell them, girl, listen, stop all that. Come on, we leaving. Y'all be like, okay, daddy. And then y'all just go about it.
Daddy.
Kyle.
You ain't never said that. Maddie, you ain't never had an attitude. Wait a minute.
You
Answer
need
this.
to take a lap. You need one lap around the whole
I'll take a lap
building.
during the break, but you ain't never had an attitude with no man. And he said, listen, fix your attitude and let's go. I love you, let's go. You ain't never had a man that told you to fix your attitude, I love you, let's go?
You're spinning this in a different direction.
Exactly.
You are spinning this in a different direction.
And you loved it, too. I bet you did exactly what he said. Look at her laughing and smiling. Women love that. Come on now. I hope Woley's listen. That's how you got to treat them.
So you're saying
with love and tender care.
That's not care. That sounded controlling.
I'm just shout out Ryan Wollersheim.
So you're
can't
saying-
find a date.
You did mix control.
So women like to be
stray.
Okay,
So women
boo.
like to be tamed.
I didn't say that.
yeah.
Don't put
Is that
that in.
what that
I didn't say. Let me before I get canceled. This is jokes, okay? I'm kidding. This is all jokes. I love my baby. They asked her to ask me simply because they knew that she is her own strong, independent woman, and she was going to say no on her own. So they were hoping that I would tell her yes.
That was even confirmed in the text message because you said, "I know, babe." What are they getting?
What are they getting?
See, I'm not controlling. I'm not a problem.
I think that you need to bring some more conversations to the forum at some point because this one is not looking good for Kyle.
No, it's fantastic.
No, it's pretty entertaining.
No, it's pretty great.
I kind of love it.
No, you need to bring a few more because I just need.
We need more examples.
If I'm going to reach out to your girl and be like, hey, if you need help getting out, it's okay.
I'm a dream.
Wow.
Did you hear that?
Blink twice if you need to be rescued.
Stop it.
I
Stop it.
support women.
It is a give and take. The women who are listening to KBN, who are part of KBN Nation, no, it's give and take. It's what it is. It's
What
give
are you
and
giving?
take.
What are you giving? What are you giving?
I give a house.
Oh my God.
I give a tax bill. I give nothing
An
but
air fryer.
love, air fryer. You know what? Matter of fact, I came home yesterday and the Christmas lights weren't on, and I'm like, why weren't they on? She said, you told me that was your job, your outside job. I said, well, you know what? We understand what our roles are. She ain't got to cut the grass. She ain't got to use a leaf blower to blow the snow. I do's all that. Why? Because I love her.
I want to hear her roles.
Her roles are just to be a nurturing, beautiful woman every day. And
Queen.
make sure food is ready when I get home. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
You're the best.
Oh my God.
The damn
Kyle,
sports
you're
show's next in Beaver Dam. Good luck topping Kyle.
Kyle, go take a lap.
Jim, Matt,
go.
and Molly up next in Madison. I'm sure Jim Rutledge agrees with everything Kyle's saying.
I'm not joking. Go take a lap.
All right, here I go. I'll see y'all later. See y'all in 3 minutes.
Yeah, get ready for the full 1 full. Why'd I say it in a mix of 262 and 414 Ben? We're back in 2 minutes. Subscribe on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. I'm still dissecting and digesting everything that just happened. I hope you are too. We're back in 2 minutes.
Gonna give them all your money. Radio plays what they want you to hear. Tell me it's cool. I just don't believe it.
Some delays along westbound 94 now from about 25th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Another pocket of heavy traffic from west of Moreland Road towards